If you have sore feet and you want to start to get them to feel a little bit better, or maybe you've even just realized how important your feet are and that you may have been neglecting them a little bit over the last little while, then this video is going to be perfect for you, because I'm going to show you 5 simple things that you can do to start to wake your feet up a little bit. And as we know, if our feet aren't working very well, then the chances are the rest of our body may not be working as well as it should do. Hi, I'm Craig from Elevate Chiropractic, and I've been helping people feel, move and function better for the last 13 years. One of the things I like to focus on when people come and see me is the feet, and often people ask is why, and the reason is because our feet are vitally important. They play a massive role in telling our brain how we're communicating with the ground. Now, a lot of people don't tend to look after their feet too well unless they're sore, and that's why I wanted to start to talk about the feet a little bit this month. And I want to start with in this video by showing you 5 simple things that you can do to start to wake your feet up and just start the process of getting them working just a little bit better. So a great place to start when we're wanting to improve how our feet are working to hopefully reduce pain or just improve their function is to take your shoes and socks off and be barefoot. Do you be barefoot or do you wear bare feet? Yeah, be barefoot. So take your shoes off and walk around. Our shoes tend to be a little bit stiff. They give you a padding. They really limit the movement and the flexibility that our joints and our feet require in order to function well. So just simply taking your shoes off is a really good place to start. So now that you've taken your shoes off and you've been walking around in bare feet, now's the time to take that to the next level and really start to walk on different surfaces, as many as you can. You see, often we're wearing our sort of flat, stiff shoes, and if we're not wearing our shoes, we're often walking on flat carpet, concrete, tiles, whatever it is, and that's really not stimulating the joints like we'd like to. So a good place to start here is to start and try and walk on different surfaces. So you could go outside, walk on the dirt, walk on the grass, walk on the sand's a really good option if you're close to a beach. Even walking on like smooth stones to really start to get those joints in your feet to move and start to mold and move and stimulate those over 200,000 nerve endings that we have in our feet. Another great option which I've recently been trialing is utilizing products like products from Neboso. So they have products like this, which is a textured mat. It's got a special patent pending texture which is designed to specifically stimulate the small sensory nerves under your feet. Now, this is a yoga mat, but you can use this for any of your stretching, your mobility work. But they also have some insoles which you can pop into your shoes. You can wear them, ideally be barefoot, but you can also wear thin socks, and it's going to stimulate those nerve endings when you're walking around in your shoes, if you have to, when you're at work or exercising or whatever you're doing. So I've just got a new pair of those, so I'm just trialing those. So I'll make a video on those shortly, because I think it's such a really awesome product and it's well worth potentially investing in. So I'll get back to you on that one. So the next step to start to wake up our feet a little bit is to give them a little bit of a massage. And one of the best ways of doing this is by using a ball of some description. Now, my favourite thing to use has been the lacrosse ball, which is nice and hard, like a hockey ball. I mean, you can use a cricket ball. A tennis ball is a great option. Tennis balls are usually a little bit softer, so if you haven't done this before or your feet are a little bit sore, that might be a better place to start. You can use things like the spiky massage balls you see all over the place these days. And I'm a big fan of toys, and I always buy these new products to try and see which is working the best. This is one of my new favourite ones. This is called a Neuro Ball. So this was brought out by Neboso, which I talked about in the previous tip, and this is made by Rad. So you may have heard of Rad rollers. So again, great products by themselves, but combined, really good. So this gives you the benefit of a hard ball, but also has the sensory stimulation with the little spikes all over it to stimulate those small nerve endings in your feet, in your hands, or wherever you're actually using it. So the concept with these is quite simple. Just roll the ball under your foot. You can do it sitting or standing. Again, depends on how much pressure you require, but you do need to put a little bit of pressure on there to actually start to move some of the soft tissue and start to move some of those joints. But it's really worth investigating in a ball and giving this a go, because it really does make a big difference. So after you've used the ball to massage your feet and you've woken up a few of those joints, the next thing you can do is then to make your foot work a little bit. And we do that by doing what we call a single leg stance, or practicing our balance or our single leg balance. And we do that, it's very simple. So you're going to take your shoes off, take your socks off, we're going to stand with our feet together, okay? Oftentimes when we stand, our feet are at different angles, some are out, some are in. So we want to make sure this is standardized whenever you do this. So we can put our feet together and then just lift one up, stand on one leg. And then you're going to see how long you can hold that for. Ideally, what you can do is you can set a timer for, say, like a minute. So you come up onto one leg. If you fall down, you can just bring your leg back again, just until the timer goes off, then switch legs. So for most people, doing this on a hard surface, flat hard surface, is going to be enough of a challenge, okay? When you do it, you'll find that your feet start to shake, the muscles are working, your feet's wobbling. It's really a great sign, just showing that your muscles are working hard, the joints are being activated, and you're really waking up the brain with how your foot's trying to work. Also great for your hip and your knees and all that sort of stuff as well. So it is a really simple but a really powerful exercise. Now, if you want to make this a little bit harder, you can start to use things like balance pads. This is an official balance pad, but you don't have to go out and buy something like this, unless of course you want to. But you can stand on a folded towel, a cushion, a piece of foam. All these things are going to make things a little bit trickier. Practicing standing on one leg is more than just good balance, it's good ankle function, hip function. It's a really important thing to try, so make sure you give it a go. So our final little tip for waking up your feet is by simply walking on a 2x4, walking heel to toe, forwards and backwards. Really great way of challenging how your feet work, but also your awareness of where you are, helps with your balance. I've taken this a step further, is using like the beam that you can get from like the Foot Collective. That's one of the things that I use in the clinic here. It's a really great way of really challenging your foot, challenging your balance. It is a lot harder than it looks. Even walking on a 2x4, a lot of people say, oh, that's easy. And you say, okay, I want you to go heel to toe, forwards and backwards. And most people struggle, so it's a fun thing to try. So I'd encourage you to give it a go. I hope you've liked these 5 simple tips that you can do to start to wake your feet up. I'd love you to go through them, try them all out, and then comment down below and tell me which one you enjoyed the most or which one made the biggest difference for you. So I love to get a little bit of feedback on these types of things, because I'm always learning and tweaking, and I love to know which one works best for you. But until next time, take care. I'll see you soon.